Hi everyone, this week we're going to talk about scanning and digitizing your photos. This is another great way to preserve those really important pieces in your family history collection. Getting started. Now, a lot of printers that you may already have a scanner built in, and I recommend trying it out and seeing how often you're going to scan photographs. Some of them are really good and are sufficient for what you need to do. I have a scanner similar to the one here pictured, and it works great. First step is setting up a scanning station. We talked in previous weeks about making sure there are no food and drink around, so set aside some space, set up your scanner, and keep the area free of food and drink. You don't want your scanner getting messed up, and more importantly, you don't want your photos or documents to get messed up. And now, figuring out what photos to scan can be difficult. I'd recommend just trying a few, see how much time it takes, and then go from there. I would also recommend scanning photographs that mean the most to you, maybe, as well, ones that are really important. However, that all being said, if you're going to just scan certain photos, make sure you keep them in the original order. For example, if you have a photo album, maybe a family member's wedding album, and you only want to scan a few photos, don't mess up that order. That order is super important, and it's the way that people wanted that to be. So we want to keep it in order, even if we only scan a few things. Next steps. We talked about setting up a scanning station. The next thing is to make sure your scanner is clean. If it's a little dirty, you don't want to use Windex. You want to use a microfiber cloth, something that you clean your glasses with. And as I mentioned before, you want to use gloves when handling photos. Oils from your fingers can impact the photo, and we don't want any of those oils transferring to the photos. Some tips with technology. It's helpful to know some scanners allow you to scan multiple photographs at once, so you could put maybe four 4x6 photos on the scanner. It's called batch options. So take a look at your scanner settings to see what options are available. Additionally, some scanners sell a piece where you could put slides in. I know a lot of people have slides as part of their family archives. That attachment would go right on top of your scanner, and this way it would allow you to scan those slides as part of your collection as well. Now, there's a lot of different different settings that you can scan your photographs at. 300 dpi, so this is like the pixels per inch, and how clear a photograph is. You want to scan it at least at that size. 300 dpi is good if you are sending it to someone via email or want to reproduce it smaller. The best resolution and the most archival recommended resolution is 600 or more. This way, if you're going to enlarge it, you have it as well. There's also two different file formats, TIFF and JPEG. You want to scan things in both formats. At the very least, you want to scan it in TIFF because that means it's not compressed. So JPEG makes things a little bit more accessible, allows you to email them and share them. TIFF keeps all the original details of that photograph. It's hard to see the difference, but in years down the line, it's good to have both versions of it. And then with editing and cropping photographs, you always want to have one original where you don't edit or don't crop it. We always want to have that in our collection. If you do want to edit or crop it, like I said, have that original and then make a note that the other ones are edited or cropped. You also never want to crop it so that the intention of the photograph is lost. I know when I've done some scanning of my family photographs, I've done some cropping because maybe the picture was crooked, there was some excess on the sides, but make sure the photograph is not changed or altered. And with editing and color correcting, once again, you want to have that original that you can always work from as well. Next week, we're going to finish with organizing all these digital photos and labeling them. So we scanned the photographs, and now we have a whole bunch. We have a whole bunch on our phone, on our computer, on flash drives. So we're going to talk about that digital abundance of photographs that we have in our collection. As always, feel free to email me with any questions. Thank you.